Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am now Lamar Jackson's agent, Brandon Perna. Today, I may be calling NFL teams on his behalf. I may not, but the NFL has warned every team not to talk to a man who could be posing as Lamar's agent. Now, I'll explain why that also appears to be a weird move by the NFLPA to make Lamar Jackson look incompetent. The Jets and Packers pretend like the Elijah Moore trade has nothing to do with getting draft capital to finish the Aaron Rodgers trade, but I like this move for the Browns. And Russell Wilson, still the NFL's favorite punching bag, even when he's getting surgery. Whew. That's good sports. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel, share it, like it, whatever. If you don't, YouTube will pull out my fingernails individually. Also, over at Benchwarmer Brew, we're doing a sale. If you buy a bag of beans, you get a beanie half off with the code Beanie Boys. The code Beanie Boys. Buy one, get the beanie half off. Why? Because nobody's buying my fucking beanies. Because I forget to promote them. It's a beanie, though. BenchwarmerBrew.com, that's where you can get it. Jimmy G is officially my GOAT. This was Garoppolo taking a tour of his new Raiders facility when he came across this painting of the Tuck Rule. You know, the championship game the Raiders lost because Tom Brady's fumble was ruled not a fumble because of the Tuck Rule.
It was a fumble. It was a fumble.
I respect the hell out of Jimmy G. And I detect a little bit of the bitterness he still has for Tom after Brady forced him out of New England and locked him out of the TB12 facility.
It was a fumble.
My question, though, is why the hell do the Raiders have that moment memorialized at their facility? Has shit been so bad for that long that one of your best moments in the last 25 years was losing a trip to the Super Bowl on a very weird and controversial call? Was it really that bad? Ruggs, Arnett, emails, Jamarcus Russell, losing John Gruden, losing to John Gruden. Okay, yeah, I take that back. That might actually be one of your best moments. Speaking of Las Vegas and Tom Brady, the world's second most eligible bachelor, Jimmy G, still number one, Brady has purchased a minority stake in the WNBA's Vegas Aces. Tom Brady stated, "I'm very excited to be a partial owner of the Aces, and one thing I can add immediately is making sure this team gets all the calls, if you know what I mean. This team's gonna be winning games at the free throw line, if you know what I mean. If anybody knows how to manipulate the officials, it's me, Tom Brady, if you know what I mean." Yeah, Tom, I think we get it. But in an attempt to steal the thunder away from Jimmy Garoppolo, once again, Tom has also offered the women on the team free sex for life. Tom's purchase is currently pending an extensive HR investigation. The New York Jets signed former Chiefs receiver Mecole Hardman, and then they immediately traded receiver Elijah Moore to the Cleveland Browns with one of their third-round picks in exchange for a second-rounder. Now, the Jets have 2 second-round picks, back-to-back, I believe, which we all assume one of will be used for the Aaron Rodgers trade when that finally happens in the year 2035. For the Jets, who have receivers Garrett Wilson, they also added Alan Lazard, now Mecole Hardman. That's a decent replacement for Elijah Moore in terms of how the Jets have used Moore, while giving them the capital to finally get Aaron Rodgers. Hardman was drafted back in 2019 by the Chiefs to be Tyreek Hill's replacement, possibly as his future in Kansas City at the time was uncertain. He and Moore have produced very similarly through their career, but I think the consensus is Moore has a chance to turn into a dominant player with a good QB, something he's never had, while Mecole Hardman obviously played with Patrick Mahomes. And if you remember, Moore was touted as the best route running receiver from that 2021 draft. So the Browns get a receiver to pair with Amari Cooper, and I think that will also help Cooper. It is a situation where this trade is a very win-win type deal, and now I'm starting to feel like the Browns have had a very good offseason, On defense, they added stud big man Dalvin Tomlinson, a nice value deal with Ogbo Okoronkwo, and safety Juan Thornhill, another loss for the Chiefs. Now, Moore addresses one of the Browns' biggest areas of need in being a dynamic ball catcher. This also probably keeps Jerry Jeudy in Denver, as the Browns were apparently talking with the Broncos for a Jerry Jeudy trade. The Patriots were also interested but elected to add Juju Smith-Schuster. Everybody just taking the Chiefs receivers. Denver has stuck to their guns and not accepted anything less than a first rounder or a high second round pick and a player for Jerry Jeudy. The Browns don't even have a first round pick until 2025, or when Tom Brady remarries and returns to the NFL, whatever comes first. And I can imagine they never considered giving up a player Denver would actually be interested in for a trade. And this Elijah Moore trade is, it's kind of a reminder of how important player relationships are with their coaches or the front office. If you remember, Moore requested a trade last season, and it seemed like there was a disconnect between him and the Jets. And maybe that never went away. Maybe Moore still wanted to be traded, or the Jets didn't feel like he was ever going to buy into their system, but now he's with Cleveland. Now, Russell Wilson had a cleanup surgery in his knee. It's a minor procedure to take care of some lingering pain. That type of surgery happens all the time in the NFL. It's never a big deal, and typically, when an athlete has a medical procedure, he's afforded the courtesy of general respect. Not Russell Wilson. Oh, no. He had knee surgery, so let's post some memes about him and high knees. Fuck him, right? He's getting surgery. Let's make fun of his ass. Look, I get it. Defending Russ can be exhausting. He did not play well, but when are we gonna lay off? Even yesterday on Good Morning Football, when they were talking about the Aaron Rodgers trade, comparing it to what happened with Russell Wilson, Kyle Brandt actually used an example of Aaron Rodgers will be better than Russell Wilson because Aaron's not gonna be doing, high knees on an airplane.
Yeah, because Aaron Rodgers never does anything weird. He never has any weird personality quirks, does he?
Anyway, we have been patiently waiting for a team. Some team, any fucking team, to make Lamar Jackson an offer to force the Ravens to either trade him or give him a new deal. Part of the issue, according to all of the reporters out there, is that things are complicated because old Lamar Jackson is representing himself. Well, shit got a little weird on Twitter yesterday, and apparently the problem may be that Lamar is being repped by a fake agent. A man named Ken Francis. Definitely sounds like a fake name. Now, Tom Pelissero began reporting on the story after the NFL Management Council, never heard of it, sent a memo to all of the teams in the league and told them to not talk to a man named Ken Francis about a Lamar Jackson contract, as Ken is not a certified agent with the NFLPA. Now, this document stated that Ken Francis may be contacting teams and trying to persuade them to enter into negotiations concerning Lamar. It also stated violation of this rule may result in disapproval of any offer sheet or resulting player contract entered into by Mr. Jackson and the new club. They could also be fined $54,000 for the violation. Now, at first, I was like, this is a bad look for Lamar. But then I reread the memo. Something I rarely do here. Clap for me in my thoroughness. The memo says a man named Ken Francis may be contacting clubs and persuading club personnel to enter into negotiations with or concerning Lamar Jackson. It does not state that he has contacted them, but Tom Pelissero mentioned on Good Morning Football that Ken has reached out to multiple clubs about talking to Lamar. Lamar quote tweeted Tom with, "Stop lying. That man never tried to negotiate for me." Double laughing emoji, which I tend to believe based on the language of the memo. Although it would be nice if someone did negotiate for Lamar. Lamar has teased an exclusive interview that will drop on his YouTube channel, and maybe that interview will provide some clarity about this entire situation.
How did that experience learning the West Coast offense help your overall growth as a quarterback?
I would just say the biggest thing for me coming out of college, entering the West Coast system was terminology. I feel like the passing concepts, they was pretty similar to Bob Petrino's passing concepts as well.
Clarity, possibly, but I'm already questioning the validity of his entertainment company if that is the quality of the interview. Now, this story went from interesting to hilarious when Lamar unironically posted this very low-budget commercial that promotes what his business partner, Ken Francis, has invented. Oh, did I forget to mention Ken Francis is a fitness inventor? Oops.
Combining outdoor training and a portable gym maximizes time and workout routines. With over 250 plus workout routines, the entire gym brings you the flexibility to work out anywhere, anytime.
The entire gym? I think those already exist, and they're basically called resistant bands. You can take them anywhere. Advice, Lamar, get out. Get out now. That's not an invention. That's just an amalgamation of already existing fitness equipment stored in a box with wheels. It's a yoga mat and dumbbells and an iPad holder for some reason. I have all of that. Am I an inventor if I put it in a fucking lunchbox? And why is there one random shot of Lamar throwing a football? Do we get a football with the invention? I have questions. Also, Lamar, if you're gonna get a guy who promotes fitness equipment to negotiate for you, why not just call Chuck Norris? You want a motherfucker to get a deal done for you? It's Chuck Norris.
You know what's great? Is we have this total gym in our bedroom. There are no steroids in baseball, only players Chuck Norris has breathed on. And, we can slip it under the bed.
It's not helping that everyone is referring to Ken as Florida Man Ken. That's sabotage. Everyone can't keep tweeting Florida Man possibly acting as Lamar's agent because then we're all going to start subconsciously thinking this is Lamar's agent. Or this. Or this. Why do Lamar so dirty, NFLPA? Why do him like that? Keep in mind, the NFLPA wanted this memo out there. So to me, this seems like the NFLPA is the group not really happy with Lamar repping himself. It makes things complicated for them because other players out there have used an advisor, this one famous one called St. Omni, to help them as they negotiate their own deals. And while St. Omni is not allowed to negotiate the contracts, they have consulted him. So this feels like Lamar consulting someone he trusts, for better or worse, but he is being singled out. I think the NFLPA wants to continue with business as usual, and they want players to use their agents. And when you have a wild card like Lamar, that can shake shit up a bit, can't it? Second, where does the truth actually lie here? Well, I think probably in the middle. I believe Tom Pelissero when he says this man Ken actually called multiple NFL clubs and why he may not have tried to negotiate with them about a deal for Lamar. He, at least according to NFL clubs and to Tom, definitely called them to talk on Lamar's behalf. So, to me, that means Lamar, if you want somebody calling on your behalf, you should just hire a fucking agent. But also, if Lamar does have a guy calling on his behalf to start those conversations, but is not negotiating with them, then there's really no reason to make this information public other than to make Lamar look bad. Either way, I just can't wait to see how this all shakes out.
You're huffing, babe.
I know, I'm getting a cardio workout too.
Thanks for watching That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here again on YouTube. Like and share this video if you can, because that really freaking helps. Oh my God, does it help? Oh, and check out my Laramie Tunzel video yesterday. It's a really good one, and I rarely say that about videos.